Are they connected now? Okay. Okay, Brian, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Bryce, can you hear us? Okay. Moving forward then to the acknowledgement. We acknowledge the homeland of the many diverse First Nations and Métis peoples whose ancestors have walked this land since time immemorial. We are grateful to work, live, and learn on the traditional territory of Treaty 8. Moving on then to additions to the agenda. There are 3 additions. 8.1, structural integrity of the Sports Palace. 8.2, appointment to the Spring Cleanup Committee. And 8.3, authorization to attend the Peace Library System training. Are there any other additions or subtractions? Hearing none, entertain a motion to approve the agenda. Councillor Hanlon, all those in favor? Carried. Moving on then to page 3, report. Sorry. Huh? Oh. Sorry, we have a public delegation from the local beautification person.
Hey, thank you. Good evening to Mayor, Council, Administration. Chris Clegg, Chair of Beautification Committee in town here. We met last week and we want to try again to hold a spring cleanup. What form that we may take, we don't know, but we've decided one thing. First of all, we should mention Grassroots Realty gave us a donation to help fund this, and they deserve credit for that. One thing we did agree on, that it has to be on a Friday, it can't be on a weekend. Could be on another day during the week, but a weekend is simply not going to work because we want to involve the schools, is our plan, to get them involved. So the only other thing we decided is that we're going to appoint one of our members to a, just for lack of a better term, to committee. We would like council to do the same, then they can report back as this goes on, and then everyone will be aware of what's going on. So that is our request, and I see you put it on your agenda. I apologize, I did not write a letter. The 2 minutes would have taken me to write it, so that's my fault. No one's that busy, it's a poor excuse. So that's all. If you have any questions right now, I'll entertain them, and if
Are
not,
there
I'll
any
leave
questions for Mr. Clegg? Councillor
Hi,
Minderland?
Chris. Thanks. Just a quick question. So is this to sort of coordinate and plan and organize the event, or is this just to as a liaison? Because I'm just wondering if it's a council person we need, or we need to put a staff person out there who has better access to some of the logistical support they could get. We can't direct staff, but a staff person on there might be better.
Okay, the only discussion we would have, we envision Public Works doing pickup of the trash and disposing to wherever. I don't know if Gilwood's open Friday, but you would have access to the site if whatever day we chose. But these are the things we need to work out and discuss. So what shape it will take forward, I don't know. I can't speak to that. We just want to get it started because last year we, in fairness, did not give council enough time to plan and decide if they really wanted to participate. Once it got going, it was just too late and it kind of fell apart like a poor house of cards.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions? Any questions, Brian? Councillor Martinson, Councillor Shunter, question?
I just wondered if Chris is planning on picking up like white goods from the residential area during this time, or how deep of the cleanup are you doing?
My personal opinion, white goods would not be involved. This would just be the trash and garbage in around town. The white goods is a separate issue. I don't think we're willing to take that on. I'd be confident in saying that. If council wanted to expand it and somehow get involved and do a pickup, that would be up to you guys. But I don't personally envision that type of a cleanup.
We did do a white pickup in the fall, if I remember correctly. And I think we'll probably do once a year in the fall. And our public works guys go around.
Councillor Shunter, any questions? Councillor here, any questions? Well, thank you. Is there a councillor who's willing to volunteer to be on the spring cleanup committee?
When is it?
Well, that would be between the two committee members to decide. We have no date when this will occur. With all the snow this year, we felt, well, we've certainly got lots of time. Again, in my personal opinion, the committee felt that May would be best. I don't care so much if it's early June myself, but that's to be decided amongst the bigger group and not myself. So I can't decide that on my own.
Did I hear the deputy mayor volunteering? Thank you.
I heard the mayor volunteer me.
I'm deaf in that ear. Well,
Yeah.
let's deal with agenda item 8.2 right now then. Any last comments?
Yeah, I do. I just say, you may or may not be aware, Carol Hanlon's already on our committee. Between her work schedule, she's had a difficult time attending some meetings lately, but, you know, just so you're aware that she's
think
on the
you've got
committee
it.
also.
Yeah. What comes out, do your drive?
I think the deputy mayor just got an out. Councillor Hanlon, are you willing to continue your participation in that committee?
Well, because I'm already on the committee, yes, I would attend the cleanup committee and bring information back to the council.
Okay, since she's already on the committee, I don't think we need a formal motion appointing you. Thank you very much. You've got your counselor.
Okay, thanks so much. We just want to keep you in the loop. Obviously, if you're going to be involved moving forward, we need to have
Okay.
some good communication. Thanks, council. Good evening.
Okay. Are you here as well to speak to council? Must be slow television night. Okay, to Protective Services Report. 8.3.
Good evening, council. I hope everybody's doing well. Just kind of a brief report over our February statistics. In the month of February, we had 14 provincial violation tickets issued, 4 provincial warnings issued, 6 municipal tickets issued. We've had 4 Gaming, Liquor, and Cannabis Act related offenses, so that might vary from violation tickets being issued for public intoxication up to arresting a subject and bringing them to the RCMP detachment cells where they can then sober up. So far through 2026, we've generated 52 complaint files. We've issued 23 first offense tickets for people who have failed to renew their dog licenses. We've had 1 parking complaint so far for the year, 4 animal files in the month of February, and no trespassing complaints for the month of February. We did have 1 homeless encampment that was brought to our attention so far this year to date. We addressed the encampment. It's been taken down, and we're proactively looking for more encampments. As they come up, we'll deal with them. Throughout the month of February, both myself and Edwin had attended a few recertification courses. Therefore, it resulted in a little bit less time of us patrolling, but we still attempted to get as much patrol hours as we could done. On page 6 is kind of just a little bit more of a detailed report. It gives you a breakdown a little bit, some of the numbers, as well as the estimated fine revenues for provincial and municipal fines. One thing that I did want to mention to council is that our hiring for the 3rd peace officer has been officially completed. We have completed the interviews and the selection process, and the individual that we selected has accepted the job offer. Her name is Mackenzie, and she comes to us from Grand Prairie. So her official start date will be April 20th, 2026, where she will begin as a bylaw officer for approximately a 6 to 8 week period while she waits to receive her peace officer appointment. Beyond that, I don't really have anything additional for my report. But I'm open
She
to
has
any
good,
questions.
I should add, she has good experience dealing, her Grand Prairie experience dealing with homeless people. And she was here, she lives in town and she's worked in victim services. So there is some victim services functions here in town. But now that she's leaving, unless they replace her, there may not be. But she has some good experience and it's a good thing for us to hire her. There were some good resumes and she interviewed the best and is well qualified.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Councillor Temple? Councillor Minderline?
Hi, Brady. Just the one. I noticed in February, we still got 38 animal control bylaw ones. Are those just follow-ups to the tags and that, or is this going to be a problem?
No, it's pretty typical for the first, I would say, 1 to 5 months of the year. People just aren't updating the town with whether or not their animals are still in their possession or if they've passed away. And then just generally people forget. So we've been sending reminder notices. Up until this month, I issued a lot of tickets and that seemed to have magically brought more people to the office to basically get that corrected. So I expect maybe 1 more month of animal control related dog licensing things, and then it should all be completed. It's just, yeah, people forget, people don't update the town, lots of chasing around.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that.
Okay. Councillor Hanlon?
Thank you. I just have one question. Oh, my ear just plugged. Sorry. With that encampment, how many people were involved in that?
One that we know for sure of, but I mean, it is quite possible that there's been multiple in and out of there. The one individual who set up this encampment has been known to prominently set up encampments throughout the town of High Prairie and Big Lakes County. So yeah, it's hard to say. I think it was specifically his, but I mean, he does have people come in and out as well. So it's not just one person.
Thank you.
Councillor Shunter?
The encampment under the bridge behind John Deere, is that the one? That one's been taken care of?
Correct.
Good
Councillor
job, thank you.
Martinson?
No questions.
Deputy Mayor?
Yes, regarding Marigold. We were down there and they have a little bit of a problem. I don't know if this is where we bring this up. Do we?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a complaint, definitely bring it to my attention for sure. I'm not maybe 100% aware of what's going on with Marigold, so if maybe you can enlighten me a little bit.
Okay, so the back of their store is what, about 5 feet away from the back alley? Yeah, so they got water flowing in. So we removed the snow, and they said that if the neighbor across the way is complaining about the melting of the snow, that snow pile, and they were told that if they push up the snow again, they're going to get a fine. So the snow is actually on their property. It's melting. And the guy that's across the street is a foot lower than the back alley. So all the water's flowing there, whether we snow plow it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just wondering where they're worried about getting a $500 ticket.
For sure. I can understand that. So I would have to work with administration a little bit to see, I guess, basically what we could do. I don't remember off the top of my head, informing anybody that they would be receiving a $500 fine in regards to snow. I do know that there was an issue in that area in regards to snow. There's a duplex type building across the road from the office here. They were plowing out their parking lot into a vacant lot that was just behind it there. And there was also some complaints about water runoff and just the general use of that property. Yeah, we take it as it comes. It basically just, I would try to work with whoever, both sides, ultimately to come up with a solution that would work for everyone. So I would have to work with administration here with the town, work with both the complainant and then the person who's affected by the water issue and see what we can kind of come up with.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay, thank you very much for your report.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Moving on now to item 5.1. We're on to page 8.
You need a
These
motion
are
to
the-
accept his report for information?
Pardon?
Should be a motion there to accept his report.
Oh, sorry.
I'll make that motion.
Moved by Counselor Martinson. All those in favor? Carried. Moving on to page 8. The minutes. 5.1.
Sorry.
Okay, we're on to page 8. Errors or omissions, page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. Are there any errors or omissions? Hearing none, entertain a motion to approve the minutes. Councillor Minderline, all those in favor of approval? Carried. Moving on to 6.1, we're now on page 14. Municipal election candidates, financial disclosures. If the CEO would introduce the topic.
This is a legislative requirement through the Elections Act. And they want us to post on our website and to report to the provincial government which candidates did submit their financial disclosures and which did not. If they did receive contributions from a third party and they did not declare it, there would be a fine. I'm not entirely clear on if they just don't provide the financial disclosure, would there be a $500 fine? It doesn't appear that it would, but nonetheless, this has to be posted on our website and then declared to the province.
Any questions on this statement? Councillor Hanlon? Councillor Minderline? Councillor Temple? Councillor Shunter? Councillor Martinson?
No.
Deputy Mayor? Entertain a motion to accept for information? Deputy Mayor, all those in favor of accepting for information? Carried. Now we're moving on to new business, and in your added on, so your table package, and I assume Councillors Shunter and Martinson, you have received by email item 8.1, structural integrity of the Sports Palace. Did you receive it?
No,
No.
sorry, they haven't. I will have to send it.
Okay, we're going to have a recess of about 10 minutes. That will give time to transmit and time for the two councillors to read the document. Okay, So it's 6:20 now. We'll come back in at 6:30.